Hey everybody, welcome back to Integrative Psychonautics. Hope you're doing well out there. So I just want to make a quick video here and kind of be a bit transparent with you guys about one of the most profound things that I've learned this year, which is really deeply integrating the understanding of how central the quality of relating that we experience and engage in is to our healing process. So as a coach, obviously, I'm always constantly learning and growing. I'm a voracious student of all kinds of different angles on what it is to be a human being and transform and grow and heal and improve our lives and feel better and live optimally. And so this often includes me learning a lot of different pieces of psychology and approaches to therapy so I can be the best coach and hypnotherapist that I can be, right? And this year so far, I've got to be honest, has been an absolute revelation in really deeply integrating how important attachment and attachment theory is and how central it is to our ability to heal and transform and grow. And as I've integrated this, I'll be totally honest with you, it's absolutely transformed my relationship with myself and the results I'm getting with myself. It's also absolutely accelerated and transformed the results that I'm helping clients get. And so this is central in my book, this understanding of the quality of relating being the key that unlocks your healing, that unlocks your growth, that unlocks your transformation, whether that is in therapy with a therapist or a coach in my case or something like that, or whether that's with yourself, right? This is the crucial thing to understand. That this quality of relationship is what deeply matters at the most center of the bullseye level of this whole puzzle of personal growth and healing and transformation and trauma healing and all that, right? And this is true, by the way, I just want to say this is true not only just in general as human beings, not only are we organized around right relating in the most immediate basic sense in our day-to-day lives, this is also true even in those really deep, abstracted, cosmic, spiritual experiences that we can have on psychedelics. This is true in psychedelic work. Right. So as I've learned and unpacked, okay, what's going on in a psychedelic experience on an unconscious level, on a psychic level, on an emotional level, on a spiritual level, when psychedelic therapy works right and there's a healing that happens, what's going on underneath the surface. And when you really unpack it and you really boil it all down, it's the quality of relating. That again is this theme is once you see it, you'll see it across the board in human interactions, including your relationship with yourself, no matter how far out or how simple we make it, right? So with that being said, I hope I've kind of sold you or emphasized how crucial this understanding, this epiphany is for me. But the seed and the message I want to plant in your mind here for now is that one of, along those lines, and again, I'm going to be talking a lot more about relating on this channel going on. I'm probably going to do a whole series on understanding different qualities and types of relating and how they become toxic and what healthy relating is. So this is a bigger topic than just this video, but I wanted to just kind of plant this seed in your attention that in this whole topic of relating being central to your healing. Again, I want to be really clear with that. One of the most important things you can do is start to really get clear, really start to understand what safe, healthy, secure, good relating is, and make the distinction between that and all the other forms of relating. So learning about healthy, safe relating is kind of a double-edged sword in that it also illustrates all the ways in which we experience unsafe relating on a regular basis, right? And so from the nervous system's perspective, it's almost like, I'm tempted not to make these kinds of strong polarized statements, but it almost seems like from the nervous system's perspective, there's two types of relating. There's safe relating, and then there's everything else. And so much of what we experience in our lives, coming up as children, as adults, in our family systems, with our friends, with our partners, all over the place, we will experience all kinds of, unfortunately, toxic relating or unhealthy relating or unsafe relating. And I think from the nervous system's perspective, anything that's not safe relating, that's not healthy relating, secure relating, is some form of threat. And that could be a mild threat, or that could be a really dramatic threat. I mean, there's a whole variety of ways that unsafe relating manifests in different ways that we register and process it. But we want to start to make this distinction. And I really think a lot of times the kind of childhood trauma issues, early wounding, relational wounding that we accumulate along the way that ends up becoming our issues in life. I think a lot of that boils down to us, part of the reason the wound stays there is because we really struggle to clearly understand what's ours and what's theirs, and and what we should take personal as a negative reflection on ourselves, and what we shouldn't, and what is someone being crappy to us, and what is permissible and what's not permissible, and what is someone being good to us. And unfortunately, I think we live in a world where there's been a lot of unhealthy relating that's been modeled culturally across the board, down through the generations, all over the place. And so we have a lot of people who treat each other, and relate through a filter of what is essentially unhealthy relating. And so I wanted to just kind of put this message out there and just kind of talk about it and riff with you guys here, that what I'm finding over and over and over, and one of the things I'm going to be building into our conversations here on the channel, and the courses I'm building, is really clearly understanding the difference between safe relating and unsafe relating. Because I think as long as we're kind of confused about that or unclear about that at a subtle level, it really does invite a lot of the wounding to stay on, a lot of the messaging that we get, or that we take in, or that we absorb, or that we accept about ourselves, or about the way the world is, or the way people are, or the way our family is, or all this kind of stuff. A lot of those toxic messages stick because of our uncertainty, our lack of understanding, our lack of clarity about what safe relating is. And so this is something I'm going to be talking about more, like I just said, but I just want to put the idea out there and encourage you to really reflect upon this and really start to just open your mind and open your heart and open yourself up to learning about what safe relating is and what unsafe relating is and what the difference there is, so that you can recognize it, so that you can make clear distinctions about it, so that you can, again, integrate that, and then, recognize where other people aren't treating you well, where you're not treating others well, right? Because this is a two-way thing. We also do, unhealthy, unsafe, forms of relating to others, and also where we are not relating to ourselves well. And really integrating and understanding that if we are not relating through this kind of secure lens, or this safe lens, if you want to think of it that way, if we're not relating through that particular way of relating, we're doing some form of damage, either to our own nervous system, if it's with ourselves, or to others' nervous systems, if it's with them, or other people can be doing damage to our nervous system. So I just want to kind of put this idea out there, that understanding and really getting clear about the quality of relating, what safe relating is, what unsafe relating is an absolutely power tool when it comes to your own healing and growth and your own process here. So that's the message. Thanks for watching. Much love to you all. Take care.